All right. So, and I were talking about my mindful clean out and how she was inspired. And she made a comment, liked the video, and then came over,
Actually, I watched the video, liked and comment, and I went into action.
which is a encouragement for me because I told you sometimes it feels like you're doing stuff and no one's watching. So I was just appreciative of the feedback.
So, I want her to know that her information is good, it's valuable, it does help, it's going to help more people, and that it does help me, and that I do take her words to heart. So it's like, she already had told me to keep cleaning up my stuff and the things that I need to do. Like, it's not like I haven't heard this stuff before, but to see her on the TV encouraging other people to do it, I was like, and it's her walking through the steps of how to do it and how to pick up an item, and appreciate it and value it for what it did for you, what you have done
hard.
with it, and then kiss it, say it's goodbye, and then you put it in the to-go pile or you throw it away. And when I was looking through my tub of clothes, I realized that I had worn all these clothes before. I love them. I love my clothes. I've worn all of them before, but something had clicked in me that me keeping these clothes in excessive amounts like this wasn't going to bring those times back. Wasn't going to bring the people back that I hung out with in the clothes. Even though it was nothing like so sad, but it was just like, okay, I can see why I held on to all this stuff. Like, why do I have this shirt from years ago that I never wear? But I'm like, oh, I remember when I wore you. So it was that. And it was you telling me all of this stuff in person, but then me seeing me watching in a video, and I didn't want a time to come where it's like, you're not telling me this stuff anymore, and then I don't, and then I still didn't do it.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I had sat when I watched it that day that I commented a video, like the next day, I was like, all right. I brought the 2 tubs out. It's like these
They're huge
cruise
tubs.
guys.
They have to be what, 50
The
gallon? They're
heavy
huge.
ones, the
They're the ones
heavy-duty
that you get
ones.
from Home Depot. They don't get water in it because originally they were outside because she has so much stuff that she forgot that these tubs existed. So it's been at least a year since Tony was here.
Yeah, that was a year that those tubs.
It was a
were
year.
installed.
No,
And
it hasn't been a year, has it?
it was. It was at least a year since those 2 tubs, because I haven't seen, because it was just, I had pulled out my summer stuff, and that was the
Yeah.
kind of thing. I do the closet switch the summer from the winter because it's so many clothes. So,
But I think this year you did it late. So it was like you were missing stuff. And I had a bad reaction. And that's why it's important to go through these phases together. Because what did I tell you when you told me about what you had done and how much you got rid of?
she was like that. No, that's not good. You said
That's not good because
not good.
she only has one trash bag, like
Yeah,
a
I
kitchen
don't
trash
think
bag,
that-
she
yeah,
said.
I did
And
find that
instead
guy.
of me encouraging her, I was like, what? Well, you needed to get rid of more of that. And it's like, no. She went through, tried everything, which I think that's good. You went through the process.
And I asked my boyfriend, I'm like, what do you think? It still fits? But then and also
That's
from
so
his reaction,
good.
I realized it didn't matter. It was me. Was I ready to let it go?
He was probably like, you got 5 of the same
He was
shirt.
looking at me crazy. Right. And that's also what happened too, because I found myself holding on to like company shirts and scholarship shirts.
You know, that's bad feng shui. When
But
you
it's
leave a job, you're supposed to throw all that stuff away.
Guys, I want you to know that it's not even my jobs that I hold on the shirts up. It's my parents, my brother.
Oh my gosh.
So it's like I do.
Oh my
I
gosh.
do.
Yeah.
Do. But I kept at least one of each though. I did. Because I had excessive amounts of
That's a
these
good
shirts,
point
guys.
though. If it's a company that you had good energy with, it's good memories, and it's a good item. Don't keep a t-shirt that you can replace like in 5 seconds. But some of the stuff that you have is like good jackets, good. Yeah.
Really the biggest takeaway was, and that's why I said I'm gonna give it, because I wanted to sell the stuff, guys. And that's why I held on to all of it for so long too. But when in her video, she was saying, so somebody else can use this, so somebody else can appreciate it. And how that made me feel some type of way, because it was like, I know that this stuff is good stuff. That's why I want to sell it and stuff. But it's like, no, I just want someone else to enjoy it and like bring the joy out of it, just like I did. So it's not a waste, because I
Yeah.
hate clothes waste. I hate that our brothers and sisters in other countries are dealing with the waste that we're doing. So it's like, I don't want to buy more clothes. I just want to be better with the stuff that I do have. That's what I took away from your video.
Yes,
So
but what about, remember one time we had taken all of your stuff to, what was that place? And they did not want to buy her stuff back. And they were high end.
the Play-Dohs,
They were high end clothes or whatever. And they were
and
like,
they were like,
unless
it's not
it's
in
St.
yeah,
John.
unless it has its tagline, because all of this stuff that I have is from Forever 21.
So it's like a
all
waste
nice
of
stuff.
time because it was like 40 minutes from here, 30 or 40 minutes drive from here. We took all the stuff to like 2 places and they said they didn't want it.
Mhm.
That one was like at 45 minutes
Mhm.
because it was Owings Mills. One told us that unless it's a demand for it,
Mhm.
and then the other place was like, unless it's high-end St. John
They're
stuff.
looking for certain stuff. And it
Yeah.
was just like, I know my stuff is good, you know, and I kept my stuff
Which
in good condition.
we
no
have
holes,
a couple of
nothing.
St. John pieces. We're not giving them away.
Yeah.
Why would we
I'm not
sell
doing
them?
my cashmere
Right.
sweaters. No.
I'm not
So-
doing that. So
But I did want to tell you, like, thank you. I appreciate that video. I know you've told me thousands and hundreds of times, but I do want you to know that your videos, they do have value. They have power in them, because when I was sitting there on the couch watching the YouTube video, I was like, and watching her go through her stuff, standing, I was like, I can do this. Like, I can do this. And I think also that's what it was too. And that was profound too. I was like, maybe people need more of their moms making videos to other people, talking broadly to other people, to
Right.
do things,
and
because
getting
that's
over
what-
the embarrassment. Because it's like when I was looking at the video, it's like, oh my God, you need to lose weight. You need to do this. And it's like, that's so superficial, because the lesson is, look at how long it took me to go through. And we don't even have a lot of junk in our house, but it was just clutter. So just imagine someone else having to go through that by themselves. I'm like, well, if we can all do it together. And it's like painstaking, because it's like, you have to go through everything, and you did the hard work. That's why I should have just encouraged you more.
it made the house look cleaner. Even though my clothes wasn't all over the living room,
Right.
or whatever, the fact that those 2 tubs, I know what's in them now. I know I cleaned
you
it out,
organized
out of
them,
my
right.
head. It's like, it's clear.
Because now you know, because I think a lot of times we have this thing of, oh my gosh, remember how we had to look for your flute? And even though we knew it was in one of the totes,
I think that also propelled it too. It was
Yeah.
like, I want to know where all my things.
you have to know where your stuff is, organize it, have it in a certain thing. So that way you can know to move forward. Even, okay, I know all my summer stuff is in there. I haven't used that stuff in 2 years and I want to get rid of it. Or maybe I want to keep
And I know that we wouldn't have given the flute or the instrument away, but it's like, that is abusive of your stuff. I had it just sitting out there, didn't know when the last time I had touched it. I forgot about it. It was forgotten. It was forgotten.
And I had work to do that day. And I felt bad because it was like, well, did I give away
did.
her
It-
flute?
and I
And it
knew
was
she
very
wouldn't.
stressful.
And I knew she wouldn't, but
So
it's
that's
like,
why we have to mind our stuff and have it like
it's also the
accessible.
emotional attachment, because I
Yeah.
don't play it every day, but
But
the
I've been
value
telling
of
you
where I
to
got
play
it
it.
from is
Yeah.
very. It's like, this is going to be a treasure forever in this family. Like, it's going to be passed down. So it was just to make sure that you know where your valuable stuff is. But also, it was like a shame on myself, because it was like, if this stuff is so valuable, you need to know where it is. And that was, I think, the
Yeah.
conviction in the video. It was like, you appreciated the stuff. You have so many photos, and that was another thing too. I had told you, I had also went through my Snap, back through the pictures, and I had seen all the pictures, all of the pictures that I was looking at, all the clothes I had on were the clothes that were sitting in the tub, and I was like, this doesn't make it.
Which I told her to get rid of because they were college, high school. This girl has so many clothes. Like, I don't think I have anything from high school. I have one dress that I had went to visit Dad in Chicago when you were a baby, the pink dress. It's like a pink dress and I have you in my arm. I'll show you the picture. That's like because I had Dom early, but it's just like, that's the one outfit I have from high school. She has all of her high school, all of her college. No, don't do it.
That's why. That's when I realized, okay, what are you gonna do? Go through your whole life holding on to every item and think
Yes,
you done got?
Which you can do if you have the space and you organize your stuff. I think you can.
But I actually,
But why?
even if you have the space, actually you cannot now. Like, that's hoarding. Quarter.
And
You
you're gonna
gotta
the
get it
stuff
off.
is gonna get dry rot.
Yeah,
Because
like
have you ever had shoes that you're like, oh, I love them, I'm gonna hold them, and you put them on and they fall apart? It will get dry rot.
that is
It happened to me too. That's
that's happened to me. That's why it's like no, but I am happy I did it. And
and you probably should have recorded yourself, because I think even like some of the stuff you think about, it's like, well, I was thinking about this when I was
I remember messaging
touching it, or
I remember I texted her because I was like, you know what? I think I am ready to let go of all my stuff. After looking through the snap,
even
after
though it's only one
conceptualizing
bag.
it, even though it's only one bag, because it should really be about one tote. Like I need one tote bag.
Half.
But in me working through those feelings, because also you don't even realize how attached you are to these things.
Yeah.
That people. And also letting go the concept of that I'm going to sell it and make my money back. And then I spent all this stuff on it. It was the memories and the times and the value that it gave me feeling in it as well.
Yeah.
That's its value.
That you were
Yeah, it-
beautiful, you had fun that night. Or even I think with the flute that your grandmother gave it to you, we all used to listen to you travel and do stuff, but it's like those things are still in you and you still have even more stuff you could do in the future. So we just can't be so attached to the past stuff.
That's so true. It was disheartening because he was like, being attached to that past stuff wasn't going to erase the now, wasn't going to bring it back. And I think that's what hit me. It was like, because I was like, why do I want to hold on to these old designs and stuff, guys? When I see those pictures, I understood why. Because I was like, I had all those fun times.
But your clothes are good
I
clothes.
realized why. Right.
And your auntie gave you clothes.
Yes.
Like nice pieces. So it's like hard to be like, I'm going to get rid of it because my auntie. But my thing is, when I think about stuff that my mom gave me, she would always be like, oh, if you don't want it, but I thought you would like it. But it's not like that person is saying you have to use this until you die or something. It's just like, I thought you might like it. Here it is.
When I seen you do that with your purse, I was like,
with the beach bag.
yeah, I'm like, that's so powerful because it's like, I'd be like, oh no, I'm gonna keep it. Even though I didn't wear it a lot or whatever.
I'm gonna just keep it and look at
because
it.
she gave it to me. Right. So when you did that, it was like,
and that was really hard. Like, I don't even think I understood.
I don't know why I still can't understand because I'm like, I was still,
because you know
but
why?
I'm like proud of you, and I was like,
If
I can do
someone
this.
can like something that's expensive that my mom gave me and was like, oh, she always loves going to the beach. Here, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm not gonna want that thing to just stay there and rot, because that bag is gonna get dry, right? No one's gonna be so, oh, my mom gave me this bag and now I have to throw it away. It's like, it doesn't make sense. So to me, the only way to make peace, because why did I go and buy another bag if I was gonna appreciate this one? So that's why I was like, my mom wouldn't just be like, and I don't want you guys to think that if I gave you a glass, if I gave you something, once it's like, you're like, oh my God, I saw this and I had to get it and now that's what I'm gonna use. I don't want you to I don't want you to be like, hold on to this. I want you to give it to someone who's gonna be like, oh my God, someone gave this to me and it's the best glass ever. I love it so much.
I think I picked up the lesson of after you're done with the item. Because
Yeah.
I think certain stuff I still can't let go because it's newly given to me or I haven't used it to
Right.
where I think that it's done yet. But for all that stuff that did go in the bag, it was like I knew that I was happy and content with letting it go. And that's the lesson that I learned, that it's more deeper than just you keeping your stuff.
Yeah.
That
It's more than the stuff.
Yes, it's more than the stuff. And that's what you and Laura were trying to tell me all these years. But it didn't click to me until I seen all the pictures, and then I really realized, oh, because that person passed away, and because I used to wear those clothes around that person, that's why I want to keep on these clothes, even though I don't wear the clothes anymore. Pressing through to clean up this clutter, to clean up the clutter of our lives.
And it's really your mind clutter. That's the whole thing. It's not the thing. It's like all the stuff from behind. Because a lot of stuff I was just keeping, like that bag, because I didn't really process grandma leaving the way I should have when it happened. So like a lot of stuff now, I'll be like, oh my God, my mom gave me this napkin. I can never get rid of it. And it's like, stop. She was a professional housekeeper. She would be chucking stuff, cleaning up stuff. So she would never be like,
house manager.
keep all of these things just because.
Yeah,
she would
she
be
never.
like, that's dump.
She actually threw it away. Like
She would throw it away, give it away.
Yeah.
Somebody else can enjoy it and keep on moving.
She was never like
So she would have never been like that. So it's like now I got to process properly that this is something that blessed me. And a lot of stuff is for Dominique and her siblings when they get married, because I know they're going to enjoy that. They're going to have their kids and need all of these things that I used to need, but I don't have to have 4 or 5 sets of plates. Dom is going to take a set of plates. So it's like some things I know I'm not going to get rid of because it's for you. Like I gave Tony a mixer. Certain stuff is not to just chuck, it's to give to the next generation. But then some stuff, it's like, stop it. We got that from the Dollar Tree. Stop crying.
Party just sat there and watched me go through these 2 bins. Probably like, you're making a fucking mess. But I knew that at the end of
He
it,
was probably like,
wanna
well, did he say you look cute in some of the clothes? Or was he just like, what are we doing right now? We could be
some
going to
of them-
lunch.
I know some of them he was like, I remember. And hold on, y'all, because we're gonna have to go through his stuff too, because he has just as many clothes and shoes as I do.
Oh, no, let's not talk about the men because the men have more stuff than we
He
do.
probably has like just as many clothes and stuff as I do. It's
Yeah.
just not packed away. Like it's all out there and it's there.
When you say it's all, you know what?
It's there.
I'm going to have to go to her house, but I don't want to be the overbearing
Even though is it
mother-in-law.
how is it? How is it? I don't know if he has more than me or I have more. I know that he got a lot of clothes too done. So it was like no judgment on his
It's the
part. He was
confession.
just
It's
like,
the man cave confessional right now.
but yeah.
I didn't know he had a lot of stuff, but I remember going in the closets and seeing y'all had a lot of stuff when you were
Because
setting
it
up.
wasn't just mine. Right. And he has a lot of shoes. Yes. It's not just me.
Can't talk about a man's shoes. They don't give it
Now,
away. that
Daddy has
easily.
like a whole, he has
ridiculous.
way more.
I mean, I
and that's why it's
literally
like when we're
trip
saying
over his
more,
shoes.
when we're saying
Mhm.
more and a lot, you have to use different terms because it's like,
Mhm.
it's all that.
Anything more than 3
Right. It's
is a lot because think of how we live in this country. Most people don't have multiple rooms. I know this because my parents are from Panama City, Panama. I visited that country and we were very meager, basic housing setup. There's no extra rooms. There's no man cave. So it's like we really in America are in excess, even though we don't see that. Yeah. It's no extra rooms to keep all kind of stuff.
yeah, that's why you said
It's no extra
it's okay
clothes.
to keep it. And I was like, no, I actually, it's even if you have a big house, you're not
Yeah.
supposed to keep all of the things to keep. No, that's not
To keep built. I don't know.
that. But
I shouldn't have got hard on you because it's like just the fact that you took the time to try everything.
well, I know that it hit so thin because I was like, well, at least your video helped because I was able to like shit when I did not need it. I still
And I instantly, I was
I
like,
needed it.
I shouldn't have told her that. I should have encouraged her that she did a good job.
And
'cause that's a lot.
I'll probably go through and do it again with more stuff with more of the stuff that's like, all right, do I really like how this fit? Is it really my style still?
Is it your go-to? Like if it's
Right.
not your go-to, why are we still, if you got to keep adjusting it, if it's too tight, if it's uncomfortable, if it has holes, just chuck it.
I wanted to say, you may be going through a hard time or rough time. Put on one of your favorite Positivo, unfiltered Roxy videos and just let it play in the background. Because that's what I did. I let it play. And it just marinated, and then I was ready. It was like, okay, well, let me try. Let me try the shit that she's talking about. Just picking it up, looking at it, assessing, do I want to keep it? Oh, thank you, item. Really thanking the item helped.
Yeah.
Because I know that I had a good time with the item.
The
I know
crazy
that I
thing
used
is,
the item.
remember when I told
When I
you the
know-
first time I was listening to Marie Kondo, I thought it was hokey. I was like, that's the dumbest thing. Why would I want to look through all the stuff? Why would I talk to the item? But it really does help you process and like
Yeah, it does. Instead of sitting there keep being like, okay, I'm going to just wear it one more time.
Wait,
I'm going to do it.
what did I do with that thing?
Yeah.
It's like if you
It's
pick it
like-
up and you're looking at it, you're talking to it, you let it go, you remember, and it's closed.
And it helped. It made me feel lighter. Like I said, I think that my house looked clean from that one day.
And I think we got to stop being so hard on ourselves with how we're processing things because it's all in your right time. You weren't ready whenever we were telling you a year ago, you were ready right now.
I will also say the time, like you have to make time for it too. I was sitting there watching TV
Amen.
on my couch, and it was like, I have the time to do this.
Like I could do it now.
I could do it now.
Right.
And that's what happens. I knew I didn't want to keep sitting and like now I'm watching a video of my just it being something where it's like, oh, I'm watching a video of my mother and she's not even here. I didn't want it to be something
Wow,
crazy.
that went dark.
Yes, it went dark, but it's like I didn't want it to be that. So it was like, all right, what are you doing? And try so.
But I don't think that's bad because, and I told you and your siblings this, I think about getting rid of the stuff so that the Swedish Death Cleaning, which I've talked about in my blog, which is like you're prepping your house, your stuff, so your kids don't have to do that at the end of your time on Earth. They hate for
I don't
when
know
I say
why
that.
they
But I think that's good. Like, I shouldn't just be keeping all the things and then it's like, oh,
but you're not sick.
you
Like
have
grandma
to.
if she was sick to clean up her stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's why I think I don't like when they do that because it's like times that.
But we know that we're going to be going to the end. I'm not going to survive life. I'm going to be 200, y'all, and I'll still be here.
That's if you make the time, if you're sitting there, start small, start with a couple of things, but it did help. And I'm so happy.
And write your thoughts down because I think when you can look back and process stuff and be like, dag, like I actually did a lot, or I actually felt this before and I overcame it this way and this way. I may not overcome it the same way, but at least that's like a way of us understanding ourselves.
And that's why this video is important. This is the marker of the new era. And that's why I had messaged you that day when I was watching it and I went through myself. I was like, you know what? I think I am ready to let go of all this stuff.
And you're not by yourself. Like we have people out there who are on that same path of cleaning out their mind, cleaning out their stuff. But I know it's hard for us to do that. So there's no judgment. We just doing the best we can.
Be patient with yourself. Be kind. Kind
to yourself because we're very hard on ourselves. Love y'all.